This show is sure to be one of the most talked about of the season. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons you should watch the morning show.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
For this list, we're looking at all of the reasons you should check out this new Apple TV Plus drama. Number 10. It's female-led. The morning show puts women front and center both in front of and behind the camera. While it was originally created by Jay Carson, he left due to creative differences, and Carrie Aaron, best known for her work on Friday Night Lights, took over as showrunner and executive producer. Joining her as executive producers are Kristen Hahn, Mimi Leder, and the show's stars Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. Leder will also serve as director. Given that the show is largely about women, it's nice to know it wasn't simply written and produced by men.
Most people want to trust that the person that is telling them about the world is an honest person.
Number 9. It's airing on Apple TV Plus. One of the things that's sure to change the modern television landscape is the launch of Apple TV Plus on November 1st, 2019. The subscription video-on-demand web television service is launching with 1 documentary and 8 original series, and the morning show is one of them. They're employing a model that's slightly different than other streaming services, which have tended to release entire seasons all at once. Instead, Apple TV will be releasing 3 episodes initially, and then 1 new one each week thereafter. Number 8. Mimi Leder is directing. We know this show is in good hands because it has a celebrated director behind it, who directed all 10 of the first season's episodes. Mimi Leder directed 2018's Ruth Bader Ginsburg biopic On the Basis of Sex, as well as some of our favorite older movies like Deep Impact and Pay It Forward. But she also has a ton of experience with television, with multiple Emmy nominations under her belt and 2 wins. She's worked on major series like ER and The West Wing, as well as more recent picks like The Leftovers. Number 7. It has a star-studded cast. We've already dropped names like Aniston and Witherspoon, but these 2 renowned leading ladies are not the only A-list members of the cast of the morning show.
You just think I'm gonna do this?
This chair could be yours.
I don't want your job.
Oh, honey, well,
Aniston plays Alex Levy, a longtime newsreader whose world is thrown upside down by a scandal involving her co-anchor Mitch Kessler, played by Steve Carell. Witherspoon plays the up-and-comer who begins vying for Alex's job when things go south. Also on the cast are Billy Crudup and Mark Duplass, known for his work on both the screen and behind the scenes. Notably, this marks the first time that Aniston and Carell return to TV as show regulars, since The Office and Friends respectively. Number 6. It has a lot of hype. Considering it was renewed for a 2nd season before it was even released, there is a pretty good chance this is going to be one of the hottest shows of the season. Only time will tell how popular Apple's new streaming service will be, but considering the hype around this show, and its almost unbelievable cast, we have a feeling it's going to be the reason a lot of people subscribe. At the preview event for the show, Reese Witherspoon added to the hype, describing the show as a, quote, high-velocity thrill ride in which we pose questions without easy answers, and shine a light on the fault lines in our society.
all of this and the chance for us to collaborate again has brought me back to television, and I'm really excited about it.
Number 5. It has a unique premise. While the morning show isn't directly based on real-life events, it was heavily influenced by them. The show's creators were inspired by Brian Stetler's nonfiction book, Top of the Morning, which looks at some of the behind-the-scenes drama of TV morning shows. The premise of the show will definitely remind many of the Matt Lauer scandal, when he was abruptly fired from The Today Show following allegations of sexual misconduct.
As I'm sure you can imagine, we are devastated and we are still processing all of this.
This show takes a look at what happens after a scandal like that breaks, and how everyone else is affected.
The part you guys never seem to realize is that you don't have the power anymore. And frankly, I've let you bozos handle this long enough. We are doing this my way.
Number 4. It will reunite two great actresses. Jennifer Aniston is, of course, best known for her role as Rachel Green on Friends.
Jill! Oh my God, Rachel! Hi!
Oh my God, introduce us.
As any true Friends fan will remember, Reese Witherspoon appeared on the show's 6th season to play Rachel's bratty and spoiled younger sister Jill.
It's kind of slutty.
It's yours.
Witherspoon may have only appeared on the show for 2 episodes, but her run was a memorable one. So, we are thrilled that these two fictional sisters will be reuniting to act on TV together again in the morning show. Considering how well they played off each other 2 decades ago on Friends, we cannot wait to see their chemistry now. Number 3, it gives an inside look at how morning shows function. If you haven't given much thought to the reality behind morning shows, you're probably not alone. After all, they're generally light and sunny, often sandwiching news between fun segments on fashion, cooking, and pop culture. But life behind the scenes of this frothy programming can be cutthroat, and that is exactly what the morning show is set to explore. As we already mentioned, this show is going to be loosely based on real stories about morning shows, and it's clear from the premise that they'll be drawing on real-life examples for the show's characters and story arcs.
It was a dream project, and you're tackling issues that you're talking about over dinner tables and in the workroom, and I thought, wow, to be playing something fun and talking about cultural conversation is really a dream.
Number 2, it explores workplace gender dynamics. The ways that men and women interact in the workplace have been a hot topic in the news and cultural consciousness. While the Me Too movement has had a massive impact when it comes to sexual harassment, gender also plays a role in the subtler ins and outs of workplace relationships, especially when it comes to power dynamics. The morning show seems to have explicitly set out to address these issues in a high-profile series, and we can't wait to see what sort of questions they ask and how they discuss them. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, it's very relevant. This moment in history will undoubtedly be remembered for how conversations about sexual discrimination and harassment have finally come to the fore. With the Time's Up and Me Too movements, it's clear that there's been a slow but inexorable shift in cultural awareness. The morning show plans to tackle this head-on, using the platform they have to shed even more light on it.
We are facing the biggest crisis in our history.
My life just ended for no good reason.
Witherspoon and Aniston opined that times are definitely changing, with Reese adding that, quote, Jen and I probably wouldn't have been able to make this show 10 years ago, but now people are taking us more seriously as creators and producers.
We now know we pulled the curtain, and we know that now what they were going through and struggling with and tolerating for so long.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.